Assignment answers. Roman number 1. Answer the following. Question 1. What did the cricket do when the weather was good? Answer. The cricket enjoyed during the summer and spring as the weather was good and did not bother about storing food for the winter. Question 2. What was the cricket unhappy about? Answer. The cricket was unhappy because he did not have anything to eat and he had to starve. Question 3. How does the poet describe the cricket? Answer. The poet described the cricket as silly and young who had the habit of singing all the while. Question number 4. What advice was given by the ant? Answer. The ant advised the cricket that he should have stored food for the winter instead of wasting his time during the summer and spring. Question 5. Write a proverb which is relevant to the poem The Ant and the Cricket. Answer. The proverb which is relevant to this poem is make hay while the sun shines, which means one should make the best use of the opportunities. Opportunities means correct moment. Roman number 2. Circle the subject and underline the predicate in the sentences given below. Question 1. The little rat peeped out of the hole. The little rat is the subject. Peeped out of the hole is the predicate. Question 2. The long walk has made me very tired. The long walk is the subject. Has made me very tired is the predicate. Question 3. My sister went to school late. My sister is the subject. Went to school late is the predicate. Question 4. One of my neighbors is a lawyer. One of my neighbors is the subject. Is a lawyer is the predicate. Question 5. Prabha wrote a letter to Seema. Prabha is the subject. Wrote a letter to Seema is the predicate. Man cannot live without the gifts nature has given him. Nature is defined as the natural earth and the things on it. The trees, forests, birds, animals, mountains, rivers, and different forms of water like falls, fountains, etc. are all an example of nature. Everything humans have needed to survive was provided by the nature. Food, water, medicine, materials for shelter, and even natural cycles such as climate, nature gave us. Name the 3 gifts nature has given us. The 3 gifts of nature are oxygen, land, and water. Why does water get polluted? Water pollution is caused in a number of ways. One of the most polluting being city sewage and industrial waste discharge. Indirect sources of water pollution includes contaminants, which means poisonous substances that enter the water supply from soils or underground water systems and from the atmosphere. Why does air get polluted? Air pollution is caused by solid and liquid particles and certain gases that are found in the air. These particles and gases can come from car and truck exhaust, factories, dust, pollen, volcanoes, and wildfires. Why is soil losing its fertility? Soil as such does not lose fertility just by growing crops, but it loses its fertility due to accumulation of unwanted and reduction of wanted inorganic salts from the soil by improper irrigation and acid rain water. Why does man destroy forests? Humans are the main cause of forest destruction. They are cutting down forests for many reasons, including wood for both timber and fires, agriculture for both small and large farms, grazing land for cattle, road construction, and extraction of minerals and energy. What happens if man becomes too greedy and selfish? Human greed can lead to ecological decay, which can destroy the earth and its resources. Man's greed has been the cause of natural calamities, climate change, global warming, and great damage to the environment. Children, let us learn some new words, its meanings, and how to use them in sentence. Dense means closely packed or closely grown. The Amazon dense forest is being destroyed by humans. Preserve means to keep something as it is. Sanctuaries are places for preserving endangered species. Extinct means not existing. Dinosaurs have been extinct for millions of years. Inspiration means a feeling of enthusiasm you get from someone. Poets and artists often draw their inspiration from nature. The gifts of nature. We all know that God has given us the most beautiful gift, the gift of nature. We have the long range of mountains, the wide oceans, the sparkling streams, the dense forests, the animals, birds, and insects. We have colorful flowers, fruits, the earth we live on, and even the air we breathe. These gifts of nature are ours to admire, use, and preserve. It is our moral duty to look after the things God has given us. We must learn to take care of the gifts of nature so that these are not destroyed or harmed. We must not use the gifts of nature for our selfish ends, but instead work to preserve them. Children, let us learn some new words and its meanings. Sparkling means shining brightly. Admire means regard with respect. Moral means concerned with principles of right and wrong behavior. Destroyed means end the existence by damaging. Selfish means concerned with one's own profit. Children, in this paragraph, God has given us the most beautiful gift, the gift of nature. Long range of mountains, oceans, sparkling streams, dense forest, animals, birds, insects, colorful flowers, fruits, and even the earth and the air we breathe are all gifts of nature. It is our moral duty to protect and conserve these natural gifts. We should not be selfish, damage them, but instead preserve them and take good care of them. Children, let us read this paragraph together. We all know that God has given us the most beautiful gift, the gift of nature. We have the long range of mountains, the wide oceans, the sparkling streams, the dense forests, the animals, birds, and insects. We have colorful flowers, fruits, the earth we live on, and even the air we breathe. These gifts of nature are ours to admire, use, and preserve. It is our moral duty to look after the things God has given us. We must learn to take care of the gifts of nature so that these are not destroyed or harmed. We must not use the gifts of nature for our selfish ends, but instead work to preserve them. Children, from the paragraph that we read, I shall ask you a question. What is our moral duty? The answer is, it is our moral duty to look after the things which God has given us. 100 years ago, there were many more animals than there are today. But over the years, hunters have killed them for sport or food in large numbers. It is feared that some species may soon become extinct. Today, these varieties of animals like tigers, lions, and some rare species are on the verge of extinction. If we do not take care of these rare animals, there will soon be none left except in pictures. We must not kill animals and birds for sport. We should also preserve the forests so that the wild animals can thrive and multiply. Children, let us learn some new words and its meanings. Species, a group of living organisms of similar genes. Varieties, absence of uniformity. Extinction, not existing. Thrive, flourish or prosper. Children, centuries ago, there were many more animals than there are today. Man has hunted them down for sport or food. Most animals are extinct. Tigers and lions and other rare species are now becoming endangered. Endangered means risk of extinction. If they are not protected and conserved, we can see them only in pictures. It is our responsibility that we preserve these endangered animals and help them to flourish and become in more numbers. Children, let us read the paragraph together. 100 years ago, there were many more animals than there are today. But over the years, hunters have killed them for sport or food in large numbers. It is feared that some species may soon become extinct. Today, these varieties of animals like tigers, lions, and some rare species are on the verge of extinction. If we do not take care of these rare animals, there will soon be none left except in pictures. We must not kill animals and birds for sport. We should also preserve the forests so that the wild animals can thrive and multiply. Children, from the paragraph that we read, let me ask you a question. Which animals are on the verge of extinction? The answer is animals like tiger, lion and some rare species are on the verge of extinction. To most of the ocean is an endless expanse of water where there are countless fishes. But today we are making the ocean dirty by throwing tons and tons of refuse into the rivers and oceans. This is known as water pollution. Huge ships sometimes sink in bad weather and oil spreads over the surface of the ocean, thus preventing fishes and water creatures from breathing. We have to be careful if we wish to preserve the waters for the fishes and sea creatures. Children, let us learn some new words and its meanings. Expanse means a wide, continuous area. Countless means too many to be counted. Preventing means a stop from doing something. Children, in this paragraph, oceans are wide, continuous area of water with countless fishes. Now these oceans have now become polluted by tons of wastages which the humans are dumping into it. Sometimes when huge ships sink because of bad weather, the oil pollutes the oceans and kills the aquatic, means water animals, because they cannot breathe in these polluted water. It is our responsibility to safeguard and preserve our oceans. Children, let us read together. To most of the ocean is an endless expanse of water where there are countless fishes. But today we are making the ocean dirty by throwing tons and tons of refuse into the rivers and oceans. This is known as water pollution. Huge ships sometimes sink in bad weather and the oil spreads over the surface of the ocean, thus preventing fishes and water creatures from breathing. We have to be careful if we wish to preserve the waters for the fishes and sea creatures. Children, from the paragraph that we read, I will ask you a question. What can happen when a huge ship sinks in an ocean? The answer is, if a huge ship sinks in an ocean, oil will spread over the surface of the ocean, thereby preventing the fishes and water creatures from breathing. Grammar, adjectives. What is an adjective? An adjective is a describing word. It qualifies a noun or a pronoun, adding meaning to it. Example, Ashok is an intelligent boy. Intelligent is the adjective. She is poor but happy. Happy is the adjective. Kolkata is a big city. Big is an adjective. Taj Mahal is a beautiful monument. Beautiful is an adjective. What are the kinds of adjectives? Adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, distributive adjective, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective, and possessive adjective. Adjectives of quality are the adjectives which tell us of what kind a person or a thing is. Adjective of quality answer the question what kind. Example, Sunil is a strong boy. Sunil is what kind of a boy? He's a strong boy. So it's an adjective of quality. So strong is an adjective here. Mumbai is a crowded city. Crowded is the adjective here. The lotus is a beautiful flower. Beautiful is the adjective here. Lakshman is a brave boy. Brave is an adjective here. It was a cloudy day. Cloudy is an adjective here. Adjective of quantity are adjectives which tell us how much of a thing is intended. Adjectives of quantity answer the question how much. Examples, there is no water in the bucket. So we can ask the question, how much water is there in the bucket? No water. So no is the adjective of quantity is here. Give the old man some rice. Some is an adjective here. She ate the whole watermelon. Whole is the adjective here. Raju finished half the work himself. Half is the adjective here. Adjectives of number are adjectives that show how many persons or things are or in what order. Adjectives of number answer the question how many. Examples, no girl was present in the class. How many girls were present in the class? No girl. No is the adjective of number. He was the last man to leave the room. Last is the adjective of number. Some men are rich. Some is the adjective of number. There are 20 boys and 15 girls in the class. 20 and 15 are the adjectives of number. Activity. Underline the adjectives and state their kinds. Question 1. Solomon was a wise king. Question 2. The tiger is a ferocious animal. Question 3. There are some apples in the fridge. Question 4. I have bought 6 eggs. Question 5. She has little intelligence. Question 6. He showed much patience. Question 7. The foolish crow opened his mouth to sing. Question 8. You have no sense. Answers to the activity 1. Underline the adjectives and state their kinds. Question 1. Solomon was a wise king. Wise is the adjective. It is adjective of quality. Question 2. The tiger is a ferocious animal. Ferocious is the adjective. It's adjective of quality. Question 3. There are some apples in the fridge. Some is the adjective. It is adjective of number. Question 4. I have bought 6 eggs. 6 is the adjective. It is adjective of number. Question 5. She has little intelligence. Little is the adjective. It is adjective of quantity. Question 6. He showed much patience. Much is the adjective. It is adjective of quantity. Question 7. The foolish crow opened his mouth to sing. Foolish. It is the adjective and it is adjective of quality. Question 8. You have no sense. No is the adjective and it is adjective of quantity. Home assignment, Roman number 1. Answer the following questions. Question 1. What are the gifts of nature? Question 2. Why should we not destroy the gifts of nature? Question 3. There were many more animals than there are today. Why? Discuss. Roman number 2. Make sentences for the following words or phrases. First one, in order to. Second, destroyed. Roman number 3. Underline the adjectives and state their kinds. Question 1. I know a funny man. Question 2. How many marks did you get in the test? Question 3. He is 99 years old. Question 4. An empty vessel makes noise. Question 5. There is little milk in the vessel. Children, we have come to the end of today's class. We will continue this lesson in the next session. Till then, take care and be safe.